Hello everyone, it's me again, thankfully, and I'm back for another video. I've been gone a long time in order to get my stuff together. I'm sorry, but I've had a lot on my plate, and I just decided that maybe I should just take the time I need before I come back and really get back out there. I can't explain how sorry I am for being gone this long, especially since I know that a lot of you really enjoy my videos, not to sound egotistical, of course. So, hopefully, we can come back. Basically, I'm gonna be coming back much bigger, much better, with higher quality videos. I'm gonna cultivate a bigger community. I'm gonna get my community to really, share my stuff, get myself out there, and cement myself as a Jurassic and mainly prehistoric animal creator. I was originally planning a smaller video, but this video will be a lot bigger to kind of, reward you guys for your patience, to give you a lot more to watch, And I wanted this video to also be a little more meaningful than just another theory video, you could say. I wanted to explain my opinion on the franchise's future and going forward, and why I'm excited for it. The new Dominion trailer has dropped very unexpectedly. In fact, it was supposed to drop the day I'm recording this, February 13th, which was not expecting that, but it was a very, very pleasant surprise. And while the Dominion trailer showed a lot, it didn't necessarily show a lot. By that, I mean it didn't give too much away about the plot at all, honestly, which is a good thing. I don't want to be spoiled. And it managed to generate a lot of hype while not giving away too much. So the first section I wanted to go over is not Dominion related, it's related to Camp Cretaceous. Now, setting aside my thoughts on Season 4 for a little bit, and all of our thoughts on Season 4, let's just discuss it more in general. Camp Cretaceous was just plain straight up good. It had really good characters who were all well written and had good relatable arcs, making them some of the best in the whole franchise. The show was about the story and the characters, and not about mindless dinosaur action like the Jurassic World movies have been. Camp Cretaceous came around at a time when we all thought that there was no hope for this franchise, as Fallen Kingdom had hit the lowest of the lows for Jurassic. But then Camp Cretaceous came in charging and surprised all of us by being actually good, and it really needs some more damn attention, as it's being shoved to the side for being animated and targeted at kids, which is just plain stupid, but that's besides the point. Camp Cretaceous characters really took the focus and stole the spotlight, giving us interesting characters, which is why we came back, not just for the new dinosaurs. The dinosaurs in Camp Cretaceous were also quite good. They weren't monsters, they weren't action heroes, just animals who acted animalistically and showed us that they were real animals. But most of all, they weren't the focus of the show. The story and the characters were. Before all of this, I wanted to quickly go over the technology in Camp Cretaceous Season 4 and give my 2 cents on it. While Camp Cretaceous Season 4 had its issues, I still thought it was good and enjoyable, and as I said, it still has some great character arcs. But right now I'm talking about the tech. Aside from the Brad X's, the tech isn't actually that advanced. Think of the biomes on Manticore Island like a fish tank, and we can easily create fish tanks today. We can create special environments, put in specialized plants, terrain, control the temperature. Hell, we can even make currents. And aside from the weird artificial sandstorms, the biomes aren't actually that advanced. The, quote, cloaking technology is really just a bunch of screen panels hiding it, which we can very much do today. In fact, this tech is not too dissimilar to the tech that's been used for the production of The Mandalorian. If the tech was like it was in the trailer, that'd be fine. My biggest issues with the season weren't the tech, but more so some of the writing decisions. But aside from that, Camp Cretaceous was overall a very dramatic course correction for the franchise. Next, I wanted to go over the animals in general. As I said before, the animals act so realistically in Camp Cretaceous, but potentially even more so in the only non-game piece of Jurassic media to have come out between Camp Cretaceous and Dominion, the prologue. In the prologue, with the exception of the Giga T-Rex fight, the animals acted so naturally, doing things you'd see really only in a nature documentary, bringing back that feeling of awe and wonder that they had in the first 2 films. Another thing that makes it exciting is that Colin Trevorrow stated that the film relies on the animals acting naturally and making parallels between them and our modern animals, which gives me more optimism, as now we know that this animalistic nature carries over to the film too. To add on to this, the prologue was meant to be in the film itself, showing that they filmed all of Dominion with this kind of mindset. Now I want to go into what CC does more. This is the first time we see these animals doing, quote, natural things, like stuff you'd see in nature documentaries. This is the first time we see a Rex building a nest, and other things like stegosaurs shedding their plates and using trees as scratching posts. We can see that these aren't vicious beasts, just regular animals. Blue is no longer just an action hero, she's being made out to be a lot more animalistic, showing us scenes of her caring for her baby and not outrunning explosions. I hope this goes for all of the animals, even if we see them in mostly aggressive scenarios, because at least they won't become movie stars or movie monsters, just dinosaurs with actual reasons. I genuinely like all of the new animal designs too, which may be an unpopular opinion, but I just do. They fit into the Jurassic universe well, and the ones which do introduce feathers very well too. But most of all, and this is gonna sound counterintuitive, but I don't want the movie to be about the dinosaurs. I want it to be about the characters, like how Camp Cretaceous is. Now, I don't expect this, of course. It'll be a fun movie, but it'd be nice to have well-written characters with good arcs. Next, I want to talk about the characters, more so seeing the praises of Camp Cretaceous. Again, Camp Cretaceous' characters are so good. They're interesting. In fact, it's surprising that the main reason people come back to Camp Cretaceous isn't necessarily for the dinosaurs, but for the characters. The characters are so well written and have depth to them. The show gets surprisingly mature at times, discussing PTSD, family deaths, the scene with Darius' dad hit me in the heartstrings so hard, corporate espionage and blackmailing, fatherly abandonment issues, and even more. They go far, far deeper than most kids shows ever will with their characters, and it shows that their audience can take all of these concepts and digest them well. They all have their flaws and their issues, but their complexities make those flaws and their character arcs even more compelling. And especially after the bland, flat characters of Jurassic World, this was a breath of fresh air. Now, about Dominion, while the movie is featuring the big three, which I'm very excited about, it's still a movie about the new characters. And I sincerely hope that they take a leaf from Camp Cretaceous' book and really redeem these characters and flesh them out. And finally, let's talk about the big three. Alan Grant, played by Sam Neill, Ellie Sattler, played by Laura Dern, and Ian Malcolm, played by Jeff Goldblum. I don't expect them to have the best arcs in the movie, but it seems like their writing is well established and feels like the original characters. And at the very least, it'll be fun and enjoyable seeing them back again. And clearly, I think these actors are having fun with each other. That's my main expectation from Dominion. It'll be, at the very least, a fun movie and won't really be hurting anyone. And that's enough for me. Now I wanted to go over the more miscellaneous section. Throughout the entire franchise, with the exception of the very underrated Lost World, we've only seen the dinosaurs in a tropical jungle environment. With Camp Cretaceous Season 4, 5, and Dominion, we finally get to see some very visually refreshing and unique environments for these animals to run around in. Deserts, temperate forests, snowy areas, urban cities, wetlands, savannas, and more. It ultimately brings a lot more visual flavor to the franchise. Say what you will about Colin's writing, he can at the very least direct a movie, and I am very much a fan of his visual and directorial style. The prologue looks beautiful, and the trailer shows off some pretty cool and unique shots, like the one with Claire underwater and the Theory's head right above it. That's all I really wanted to talk about. But thank all of you so much for sticking with me, and also hopefully being as excited about Jurassic as I am. I sincerely hope that we can bounce back and really come back stronger than ever. I want to thank you all for being part of this community and making it grow. But thank you, and until the next one, goodbye.